Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back, man. Welcome back. It's Wednesday morning. I just got off work. I had some good news overnight. I'll get into that. Um, we got 11 game slate. Like I always say, you like the video, give it a like and subscribe, and you can hit the notification bell. So as soon as I upload a video, you'll be notified. Um, what else? You guys, I can't. We got 11 game slate. Make sure you have Twitter. My Twitter will be in the description. For NBA news, sometimes you're gonna have guys be like, "Dang, man, I didn't even fucking know this guy was out," or I didn't know who to fucking pivot to, or who the fuck is that in that line? I don't even know who that guy is in the winning lineup. They cheating. No, it's because you have to be up on the news, man. Twitter, and you have to know your personnel. You have to know your personnel. That's major key. You have to know your personnel in the league. You need to know everybody, what team they on, the role they play and stuff like that, so you can make the pivot quickly without having to go to any website or anything like that. You could be at work, you dip to the bathroom and make a quick pivot. You see, you look on Twitter, bam, such and such is out, bam, then you already know where to go. You know what I'm saying? You already know who to pick, who to benefit. You know what I'm saying? Know your personnel. That's major key. If you don't have Twitter, you don't know your personnel in the NBA, you're gonna. I ain't gonna say you're gonna struggle. I ain't gonna say that, but it's better. It's better. We got 11 game slate. A lot of people, gonna be like, man, I got this guy, that guy at low ownership and shit like that. There's so many players that everybody's not going to be high owned. 8%, 9% is probably high owned on an 8 game slate. So, another thing, you know the players that's going to be high owned. You know this already. If you've been playing, you know this. You know the players. It's already embedded in your mind. You know the players that's gonna be high on. The players that's gonna be lower on. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like these players that's gonna be high on in bad spots, don't fucking play them. Shit. I ain't gonna say don't play them. No, I ain't gonna say don't play them. But if you can find a pivot, especially on a slate like this, okay, then do it. If you feel like you want to be on those high on players, that's fine. Find another way, make another lineup. Somebody give you some information, and you want to stick to your guns, stick to your guns. Make another lineup. Shit. I'm someone who plays one lineup, and I'm I'm getting jealous right now. I mean, I'm giving out information, and speaking of information, um, shout out to one of my followers, one of my subscribers. Shout out to all of my subscribers. I hit that 500 plateau. I love it, man. Thank you guys. He jumped in my inbox today when I was at work. He said, "I don't know you, but thanks. You, my brother, no lie, your methods won me 3,200 in a week. I got to give credit when credit is due." I responded back saying, "Well, that's great, man. I'm glad to be a part of your success. I appreciate you sitting here listening to me." And that goes to show you, to tell you, man, the message that I'm bringing, it might be shitty, but it's clean. He said in a week, he's been listening, he's been receiving a message, man. He knows this message probably shitty, but he got it. Shout out to that brother and shout out to everybody who's rocking with me, man. And what I was saying, yeah, I'm kind of jealous, man. I'm getting jealous because I'm playing this one lineups, and it's just, it's fucking with me. So for those reasons, I have been looking at this. I have been going through this site, that I'm going to present to you all. You probably heard of it. It's called Draft Dashboard. And what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm an average player, man. I'm going to use that site, and I'm going to start maxing out, like on Draftkings, I'm going to max out the quarter arcade. And on Fanduel, I might max out the quarter arcade. Or maybe max out the nickel arcade. Just have some fun. On Draft Dashboard, you'll be able to get my player pool, see the guys that I'm on, and then you'll be able to use the mass lineup generator and a whole bunch of other things that they have to offer, and you can try for $1 a month. I'll be showcasing that very soon. Because there's some players that are in some spots that I just can't get to in one lineup. I like to have some fun like you multi-lineup guys. So, and then it'll be a journey. You guys can go on this journey with me. I'll have a link that you can use. And like I said, you can use it for 1 month for $1 and bam. Shit, you can cancel it, when you get ready. So that's out the way. I'm sorry for going on, but those are a few things that I had to let you guys know. And another thing I want to let you guys know before I get in this video is we got to have this season is different, man. It's different. You got teams that didn't even go to the bubble, and they are experiencing the bubble like atmosphere for the first time in the NBA. Then, like I say about this shit is unpredictable every night. Y'all see this shit. And then, like, the way that they have these games set up, these rematches and shit like that. Like, for instance, maybe I think Denver might have blew Minnesota out the first game, then come back. Minnesota played, they like, okay, we got them again. We finna, they lost by a couple points, but to that weak ass team, it probably was still a win. They went out there and competed that second game. So the last thing I want to point out before I get into this video is there's some more NBA players in this league, man. They putting the league on notice. They letting you guys know that they're here. There's some mid-range guys, some cheap guys, and you want guys that's gonna give you upside on that price tag. There's some nice guys out here that can go 5, 6, 7 times they price tag, man. They spreading, they're growing like flowers. You know what I'm saying? So there's some guys that's every night trying to put the league on notice. Don't miss out on them. Let's get into it. Houston and Indiana. Damn, I just rambled, man. But hey, the messages might be shitty, but it's clean, bro. Trust me. The usual suspects are out. Let's just get right into it. Houston against this Indiana team. Harden is always in play. You'll get him at 11K on Draftkings, 11.2 on Fanduel. We know what he can do. He's got more mouths to feed over there. And John Wall, and you got the Christian Woods, you know what I'm saying? Particularly, and then you got Boogie coming in off the bench. Man, particularly, man, I know Harden is like, damn, we got John Wall coming over here taking what? The first 2 games taking 20 shots a game. Then the pace down game against Dallas, he took 10 shots, had a bad game. And then, you got Christian Wood. He probably he takes a decent amount of shots a game as well. 15, 14, 14, 22. So, and then you got Harden. How many shots has he been taking? 17, 24, 16, 21. So, the first game, without nobody there, he went upside Portland's head. Damn near gave their ass 80. He couldn't wait to play the game. My teammates wasn't here. He got on flight. Went crazy. Because he know. John Wall. Gang banging Wall. When you get gang banging Wall, he don't give a fuck about nothing. He's shooting. Then you got to feed Wood. So those are some things you got to think about. With this 11K price tag, we seen Harden crush this shit plenty of times. Do you want him in this matchup? It's on you. I'll be off of him. John Wall, he'll be a no for me. Christian Wood, I wanted to fade him last game. Man, I supposed to faded his ass at 7,400 on DraftKings too. I just didn't feel it. the 34 points right there at 7,400. I didn't need it at that price. I didn't need it. He gonna be facing a tough matchup. I just don't. Some of these teams that we still have to take a wait and see approach. Like I said, with this bubble, some of them haven't been in the bubble. It might take longer for us to nail these teams down. So, don't a lot of times your first mind, is the right choice, man. But these are the only three guys I would probably consider from this side, including Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon has been consistent. He's been consistent. 34, 36, or 24. At 5,700, I probably won't get to him because it's going to be some matchups out here. But on the other side of the ball, Sabonis is, at 9,200. He's 8,800 on Fanduel. Do I see anything about foul trouble here? Probably not. He's in play, man. He's definitely in play. Malcolm Brogdon price is creeping up. Can he blow up? Hell yeah. He's someone I've been missing the train on. When I missed the train on people, I was probably on him right here at this 41. Then I probably got off of him right here on 33 and 35. Then he probably hit that 54, and I was like, damn. And then, that 57, I was like, damn, he hit me in my right eye. And I'm like, damn, I just fucking missed the train. I hate to jump on the train, but it's a great matchup. I hate to jump on the train, and it's not there. Victor Oladipo's been playing well, very well, in the absence of Warren. He's showing us that a little bit of that old Oladipo. He's hitting value every game, exceeding it and hitting it. That's what I like to see out of Oladipo. He's priced around the same on both sites. It's just there's a few mouths to feed over here. You got Sabonis, Brogdon, Oladipo, Turner. Man, those are the main guys that got to get fed. Turner, I don't mind him either. His prices came down. He's 6,300. He's somebody who gets good blocks. Look at that. 3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 4, 8. He gets good blocks. You know what I'm saying? So he could be busy down there in the paint. On Fanduel, you get him at 7,400. Has a better price on DraftKings. Interesting play here, Justin Holiday. He's getting all the minutes that he can handle. At 4,500 on DraftKings and on Fanduel, he's 4K. He's probably the cheapest player from this game that I consider. Keep in mind for your starter scrubs, bills, and shit like that. He's at 4K on Fanduel. You want to see him get at least 15 points, man. 16 points out there all them damn minutes. He played 44 last game. I forgot the scenario. There you have it with that. Doug McDermott, I wouldn't be going there. He's a no for me. And then move on. We're going to go on over to the next game. Hopefully I can speed it up a little bit faster. I got a few things out the way. Check out the injuries. Oh, my God. Look at this. Cheerios over here. Garland. Just, Just, the guard situation is rough over here. Kevin Love out. Just, man. Interesting things. I want Michael Carter Williams out. Q-Tag, keep an eye out for Fournier. And then after that, the usual suspects. Before I forget, I want to go ahead and let's just get into it. Vooch, quiet as kept. Bigs have been giving Cleveland the business. Vooch coming in at the top. He gave their ass a 47 last game. 9 for 16, 8 rebounds. He's the number one option on this team. 9 for 16, 3 blocks. He just had himself a game last time. I shied away from him. I did catch him on that 52. I shied away from him, but this is their second game in this series. They probably have a game plan for him. Aaron Gordon has bounced back. He's 6,400 on DraftKings. He had his last 2 games at 33 and 44 after some horrendous 3 horrendous outings in a row. He's been shooting a 3-pointer, the 9 attempts, 6 attempts, 4 attempts. You know, he's back. Hopefully, Marco, folks, somebody who I like in this position. 6,200 on DraftKings. He's 5,800 on Fanduel. He needs a get right game. This is one of those. This spot is a get right spot. It's just up to him to take advantage of it. This 3 for 9 crap. He needs to be back up in the 16 shot range. I like to play on Fanduel more than on DraftKings. You know, if Fournier's out, you can go right back to Terrence Ross. He's taking more shots than folks coming off the bench. 13, 21, 13, 15, 14. So he's taking at least 15, 16 shots on the bench. Off the bench on average, playing 31 minutes in the absence of Fournier. You get him under 6K, don't buy the play. He might be cheaper on FanDuel. He'll be, what is he on FanDuel? Because this is an important piece right here. 5,500, you know. So, other than that, on the Orlando side, Cole Anthony, he's somebody who can get minutes in the absence of Michael Carter Williams. So, you know, you can take a look at him for cheap option. And Birch, King, Birch, whatever his name is, he's been seeing minutes, 23, 15, 24, 14, 20. You know, he had 33 fantasy points. So, like I said, bigs have been giving it up. I mean, they have been giving it up against these bigs, man. He had 33 fantasy points in 23 minutes in their last outing against Cleveland. Then Dwayne Bacon, he got a lot of minutes, man. He's just getting a lot of minutes. If you think he could pop off, then you already know the business, man. You already know the business. You want to see him at least taking 11, 12 shots. That's something you want to see. With 25, 30 minutes of, like I said, he's going to pop off one of these games. And on the Cleveland side of things, Drummond, the usual suspects, you want to see him get his minutes. Colin Sexton, 7,200, 7,100 on FanDuel. I like the price. I don't like the pace of this game, but I like the price. The usage is there, 19, 20 shots. He could use a few more assists, man, you know, and cut back on the turnovers. He could have had probably 40 fantasy points if he would have, especially on FanDuel, but he had six turnovers, man. But the minutes are there, 39, 38, 36, man. You got to have a short-term memory, man. Larry Nance, I just can't do it at that price. I don't care what he do. I don't care. And then moving on down, because the rest of these guys on Value Town, you know, down here by the garbage. But I did have Chetty Osman last game. I reaped the benefits of that 43 fantasy points that he had. I didn't win much on that line, but he helped me cash. That's what's up. JaVale McGee, if you want to get there, he's in play, man. He played 14 minutes last game. He disappointed, you know. Damian Dotson, with all these injuries over here, he's a yes for me. You'll get him at 42 on DraftKings, but on FanDuel, you might get him at 3,900. Let's see. Dotson, 3,500, still a bare minimum. Plug his ass in. I like him. I like the play. 29 minutes, man. He give me 20 fantasy points, I'd be good. You know, it's just what you do with the salary that you're saving. That's the most important part. You got to capitalize. You got to make the right play. Now, and then that's just about does it for me. One thing I want to point out at the power forward slot, they added They want to make these guys more playable. So they added JaVale McGee to the power forward slot on FanDuel at 4,700. Washington and Philly. Just a juicy game right here. Philly is known for playing up to opponents, playing up to their level of competition. They have Washington has the firepower to stay in this game and possibly pull a win out. Neither one of these teams are great defensively. 1,000, a million, gazillion fantasy points are going to be produced in this game. Get you some of it. This game could be, if you want to stack this game, you could definitely do that. However you want to, get to it. But definitely get you some. You can definitely get some pieces of this game. It's a few juicy pieces to this game, so I don't have to go too much into convulsions on this game. Just the usual suspects. They all in play, man. They all in play. I don't have to go too much through this game to let you know. One thing I do want to point out is Rui. You'll get Rui for 5,100 on DraftKings and on FanDuel you'll get him at oh shit, I'm sorry. Oh, you know what though? You'll get Rui around the same price on FanDuel. You get them around the same price at that small forward slot. You got guys like DeAndre Hunter moving up in the 6K range and shit now. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for the next man up. You know what I'm saying? Rui Hachimura. I call him Hachu. But, there he is, man. It's just self-explanatory. 33 minutes last game against Brooklyn. Look like the chains are coming up off of him. Don't mind the play. Yeah, and like I said, the usual suspects, they're in play. Big Ben Simmons, triple-double watch. Thomas Bryant, tough matchup, though. Tough matchup. Curry out there shooting threes. Even Davis Bertans, he's back. A cheap option. He played 31 minutes last game. Shot 10 threes. For all my people who do those prop bets, 3-point prop bets and same game parlays and stuff like that, here's a juicy game for you. Moving on over to Charlotte and Atlanta. Another juicy game right here. Charlotte plays no motherfucking defense. I can't predict the outcome of this game, but man, Atlanta's not that tough at defensively either, man. So, a lot of guys are in play here. Your Grahams, your Balls, but, Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball will probably come in and off the bench and get minutes at the 1, 2, and the 3. That's how he going to eat. Rozier, his price is lower now. He's 6,300 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, you'll get Rozier at probably 7K flat. So there you have it with that. Then, Hayward, 7,400, price 70 on draft. On FanDuel, 7,700. So it's many plays in this game. Even on the Hawks side. Trae Young due for a 60 ball. Cam Reddish being ultra aggressive this year. Bogdanovic got a Q tag. He's probable. You got Hunter. He's being ultra aggressive. His price done crept up. And, John Collins, just, Clint Capella. These guys are in play. Biyombo, he's in play. He doesn't have to. For the last couple games, he dealt with somebody like Embiid, so that was a tough task. But I don't see him getting into too much foul trouble in this game. He's definitely in play. PJ Washington, I think he got into foul trouble. He was on his way to a good game last game. He had 30 fantasy points. He's in play at 5K. You'll get him on FanDuel at 5,200. In this pace-up matchup on both sides, just everybody out there running. And we can keep it moving, though. Let's go over to the Boston and Miami game. I don't know how much of this game I would have. How much of this, am I even interested in this game? I just don't know. I probably won't get to many people in this game. We got a Q tag for Smart, Q tag for T. Until I find out what's going on with these guys, I probably have run towards a fade on some of these guys, if not most of these guys. But on DraftKings, you got Hero coming in at 6,500. Jimmy Butler's price is sexy. He has a sexy price at 7,300. Do we feel like playing today? I'm quite sure he's probably going to feel like playing today. Kelly O against his old squad. He's been getting minutes lately. 4,400. Bam Adebayo. On the Boston side of things, the usual suspects, the guys that's going to get it done, the Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Like I said, Pritchard's in play, but you got to keep an eye out on these injury tags. Then we'll see which way we can go from there. And then on Fanduel, something I need to point out, you got Tristan Thompson 4,500 on DraftKings. On Fanduel, he is at the power forward slot. So that's something to take into consideration. They want to find ways for us to play him. He's priced similarly on both sites. Gordon Dragic, he's an interesting play on this. He's really interesting. You'll get him at 6,200 on FanDuel. You'll get him at 6,100. This game stays competitive. You'll see a nice dosage of him. And like I said, Bam and Hero, they're definitely in play, but we might have some cheaper options. Moving on over to Utah and New York. I talked up some of these guys on the Utah side of the ball. If they disappointed me last game, they really did. Gobert, he had a decent fantasy output, but man, was Allen all over the place. Goodness gracious. He's priced decent still, though, at 7,600. They got some good rebounders over there in New York. 8,200 on FanDuel. Better play, better price on DraftKings. I probably won't get to none of these guys. If I did, probably would. If I wanted to pull the trigger on somebody, it probably would be Gobert. The injury situation over here in New York is still to be determined with these guys. Birch got a Q tag. They really need him back. Even though I know RJ Barrett is loving it. He's balled, in these last two games. I like to see him hit 40 in 40 minutes, but the last game against Atlanta, 53 fantasy points, 19 shots, 44 minutes. That was awesome. That's Tom Thibodeau out there doing work. Elfrid Payton, his minutes goes up and down and shit. 29 minutes in that last outing. Man, it's crazy. You'll get him on FanDuel at, he's always a GPP option. You get him on FanDuel at 5,300. So, he's definitely a play on FanDuel. And then you got Mitchell Robinson. Hey, I don't mind the play. 5,600. A lot of cheap center options today. 28 fantasy points last game going up against Capella. What's his price over here on DraftKings? On FanDuel, he's priced at, where is he? Right here, 5,500, man. And then, Julius Randle, I don't think I'll get to him, but anything can happen. At that 9,500 price tag, I'll need over 50. He's expensive. He's earned it. And then, like I said, the rest of these guys I probably won't get to. But Alec Burks come back, I'll definitely like me some of him. He's just a great offensive player. Moving on over to, we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Detroit and Milwaukee, you know what you're going to get, man. ABC is you want to play them or not. This is the second game of their series. Derrick Rose had himself a game last game. I pointed him out. Q tag on Jackson. Got to see what's going on with that. Jerry Grant. Grant. Yeah, he's been balling. He's been balling, hitting value. Price him. I think he's like 7,300 on Fanduel. Yeah, 7,300. So if you want to play him, go right ahead. Griffin is a no for me, even though he's priced nicely and he does have a high basketball IQ. Still a no. Plumlee is definitely in play, man. You know, so that was probably the usual suspects I'll probably even consider over there on Detroit, and then coming in on the Milwaukee side, I'll probably just be in on ABC. I probably won't get to nobody else, truthfully. I ain't even gonna lie. But, you know, if you feel like you want to get to some of these guys, then, you know, go ahead and be my guest. Bobby Porter's at 5K. They did move him to the power forward on FanDuel. So that's something to keep in mind. I think he's 4,700, and yes, he is. They moved him to the power forward slot. So you'll be able to get a chance to play him a little bit more often. OKC and New Orleans. Like I always say with these guys on the New Orleans side, they play minutes. The usual suspects: Dort, Alexander, Hill, Bagley, and Horford. Horford is somebody I probably won't get to, but Bagley, he's in play. Dort is in play, and Alexander, he's in play. His prices came down to where I feel like I want to play him at now. He's 7,300 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, he's first of all, he's at the 2. But yeah, on 7,500. Now he's at a price that I want to get to. 7,500. You know, I ain't gonna say I want to get to, but I would get to. Moving along on the Pelicans side, Lonzo Ball is in play. I probably won't get to him. Ingram is in a good spot right here. It's probably my favorite play on that side. Zion Williamson, he's not too shabby either. That's probably the only two guys I probably consider on this side of things. Oh, but you know what though, man? You get guys like Bledsoe. Bledsoe is what is he? 5,300 on FanDuel. He's been playing some ball, man. He's been playing some good ball lately. So I don't mind him on FanDuel. Another guy who I don't mind on FanDuel, but I probably won't get there, but Hart, he's been playing, you know, he's been getting minutes, and he does some things with his minutes. You know, on the slate I probably won't get to him, but I had to touch on him. And then Adams, he's someone who brings his hard hat lunch bell every game. Will I get to him? Probably not. Toronto and Phoenix. Phoenix has been playing some good defense as of late, man. Just pretty good defense, man. Booker is 7,900. Booker is 7,500 on FanDuel. He had him a pretty nice game last game. He's 7,600. He played 44 minutes to get it, but you know, he had a pretty decent game. He's just gonna have to catch me off guard. I'm gonna continue to fade him. One of my favorite players. I had a ton of them last year. I just like to see Point Booker. The rest of these guys, I'm just not getting there. Chris Paul is in play at 7K, and I don't mind some DeAndre Ayton, man. But other than that, the rest of those guys are a no for me. And then, you know, you got the usual suspects over here with on the Toronto side. Kyle Lowry hasn't been showing a lot of upside. He's probably a no for me. Van Vliet is interesting player at 7,900. He's getting high. I missed the train. This 50, this 53, and this 46. I just missed the train. He's been balling, man. He's been balling. LG, a no for me. Siakam, probably a no for me. He had a good game last game, but still a no for me. Boucher is interesting. He needs to be starting. You get him at 5K, 5,200 on Draftkings. Did they move him to the power forward slot? Yes, they did. On Fanduel at 6,200. I don't even know I can get there unless I can hear anything about him starting. And that's about it on that for that game for me. The Clippers and Golden State. We want to hear some injury news. You know it's a back-to-back. Kawhi Leonard might not play. Paul George didn't play last game. Lou Williams hurt his arm last game. Luke Kennard's got the start. He's 4,100 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, you get Kennard for about the same price, I believe. It's either 3,900. Going up against Golden State. Up and down game. Pace-up game. A lot of shots to be taken. 37 minutes last game. Just gotta wait to see what's up with the injury news. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to wait and see what's up with the injury news to decipher to see if who we're gonna be pulling the trigger on over there. But you know, a late night game, late night hammer game, in the 2-game slate, however you want to look at it. He's somebody, or on the main, you know, he's somebody to keep in the back of your mind. And like I said, these two guys, they self-explanatory. Either you do or you don't. Oubre, priced nicely at 5,500. He's due for a blow-up spot to help space out their floor for the whole squad. You'll get him at 5,300 on FanDuel. He's trying to find his shot. two back-to-back good fantasy point outputs, 2 nice outings from the field, hit 4 threes last game. You know, he's due for a blow. He can hit 10 times if he's hot. You know they're going to feed him. Look at Draymond Green over here at 5,200. If he can get off that minutes limits, man, he's probably about 5,800 on FanDuel. You know, man, you want to be on the receiving end of that, you know. 5,100, yeah. He just need to, you know, step it up. He's someone who doesn't have to score a lot of points to hit value and return on that price tag. James Wiseman, he's been playing okay in the limited minutes that he's been getting. 17 minutes, 21 fantasy points, 22 minutes, 31 fantasy points. Whenever they break the chains off him, he'll be in play probably on a regular basis. And then, you know, Wiggins, high volume player. He's going to take his shots 15, 16, 12, 19, 15. It's just, do you want to go there? You know, do you want to go there? 6,700 on FanDuel. On DraftKings, on FanDuel, he's probably about 63, 65. Not flashing enough upside. It's probably a no for me. On the Clippers side, like I say, Kawhi Leonard, you know, if one of these guys are out, then, you know, the step-up game you're going to get from Lou Williams going to have to step it up. Somebody who's been torching these guys in the past. Nicholas Batum, been playing ball. He played ball last night, 36 minutes, 40 fantasy points. The minutes are there for him. This is what I like to see. You know, this is what I like to see. Look at the peripherals. They're there. He was out there playing defense, shot efficiently from the field. Hey, 4,900 on FanDuel. He probably still 44 to 4,700 on FanDuel. So, you know, there's a lot of nice pay down options. 4,400, especially in the absence of Paul George or either Kawhi Leonard. You know, he's definitely in play. Patrick Beverly had himself a game last night. I don't know how the fuck I didn't see that coming, but he had 48.5 fantasy points. Man, that's crazy. I'm salty about that because I don't play the late slate. I played the 2-game late slate last night, and he broke it. And moving and that's just about it, for me. On FanDuel, they moved Reggie Jackson over to the 2. Don't make me no difference. It's a no for me. And last but not least, my Chicago Bulls going up against Sacramento. Big win for the Bulls last night. Oh, my daughter just got up. Big win for the big win for the Sacramento for Chicago last night. We'll be facing Sacramento. What's the injury situation looking like? The usual suspects are still out. Usually on the Bulls side, looks like they're fully healthy over here. We have to keep an eye out for Halliburton because he might be back. Kobe White, you'll get him at let's see what you're getting Kobe White at 6,200 and on Fanduel and 6,800 on Draftkings. Had a nice game last night, 21 and 10. 10 rebounds, that is. 5 assists. How crazy is that? But yeah, Zach LaVine coming in at 8,300. Kobe White's definitely in play. Zach LaVine definitely in play. The usual suspects. Otto Porter Jr. I don't mind some Wendell tonight, man. Some Wendell tonight, man. Wendell Carter. Welcome back, Carter. He should be able to stay out of foul trouble on this one. Sticking around, banging around with Rashawn Holmes, man. So, But, those are, the usual suspects for me, man. I can't go no farther than that. On the Fox side, on the Sacramento side, these guys log in a lot of minutes. Fox. Buddy Hield, 6,600. Something to point out, he's really, 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 really cheap over there on FanDuel at 5,200. And as for LaVine, he'll be probably 9 times out of 10. He might be facing some Buddy Hield defense, so I'm not scared of that. But anyway, yeah, he's Buddy Hield. He's somebody who takes about 8 to 10 3-pointers a game. For my folks out there who play player props of threes and same game parlays, so you can look into Buddy Hield. He's gonna take 11 threes. 12 threes, 15 threes, 7, 9. He takes the threes. He's going to make about 2 or 3 of them a game, too. So you can alter some of those threes on the sports books as well. And Harrison Barnes, a lot of minutes. Somebody who I just don't like the roster. And Rashawn Holmes, he's in a good spot against the Bulls. You already know. He'll need to get him a bounce back spot right here. Will I be on him? I don't know, man. 5,600. He does have upside on that price tag. On FanDuel, you'll get him at price. I think 5,900, 63. So he's a better play on FanDuel. On DraftKings for about 400. Marvin Bagley, he just can't get him right, man. Can't get him right. He can't get right. So he needs to get right. You know what I'm saying? In this environment, this is a nice spot for him to try to get back. So Bulls is ranked really down there against these power forwards, man. So you want to see him get 30 minutes, man. Fox definitely in play. Self-explanatory. I ain't got to say nothing. It's nothing about him. Corey Josephs comes in and gets his little 20 some minutes. But keep an eye out on Halliburton. They want him to be that Bogdanovich role. So keep an eye out on that injury situation. And that'll just about do it for this video, guys, man. I appreciate it if you guys made it to the end. I know I went on and on, but like, subscribe, hit that notifications button, man. Thank you all for showing support. Like I said, I got over that 500 mark threshold, man. Man, that was a milestone for me. Now it's trying to get to 1,000. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.